All right. Hello, my precious darlings. Here we are once again, finishing, hopefully, our Lunatic difficulty Iron Man for Fire Emblem Conquest. And at long last, we have guaranteed that the run will be successful because Flora has joined us. With one regular chapter to go, basically. And she has not even done us the decency of showing up with weapons we can sell, which is truly a bummer. Alright, we will go through our normal routine. Play it cool, don't mess up anything, don't forget anything. Yeah, you would look great in a pink beret. Oh, you liked it. Killer bow, interesting. Could be useful, I guess. Probably more useful to give to Nina than to forge into a better bow for Mozu, who really needs no help killing. And who do we invite? Maybe Elise. Get out of my room, child. So we have no meat. Magic. I guess magic might be good. We probably need magic more than we need defense at this point, so that we can ensure maybe Elise and Corin can kill the mages in the right-hand room with spells, which could be tough otherwise. So I guess let's do berries. I didn't even check to see who our cook was. You'd better not get doubled by a Dark Knight. Oh, it is you doing the doubling. Fancy that. Oops. Yeah, quit. No, we're good. We do not have enough chapters for this to matter, I am sure. Very ordinary cook, unfortunately, but that's fine as long as he doesn't mess up. Practical works. Perfect. Alright, I guess we'll feed our fish. We can give it some milk, I guess. Our most valuable resource. Now being given to the fish. Well, not even the fish. The ghostly form of the fish. Alright, so... we must absolutely make sure that we are well equipped to switch to classes that will not suffer effective damage in the final hallway. And I think a partner seal will get us hero. It will. So you can keep that partner seal that we got for free. That's pretty nice. And you can take the heart seal. And let's double check to make sure that I'm not overlooking something. So you can be Noble, so it'll be off a horse. Could be a Malignite, though. There's no bows and arrows. There's no Worm Slayer. Well, it doesn't matter because you're always a dragon. Yeah, so you should be fine if we flip you. So you should be able to use a heart seal. Because probably don't need to use a sword in order to kill enemies you need to kill. We will have fake friends, we will have horse spirits, and if need be, we can wield the mighty bolt axe. Shouldn't need the bolt axe because we'll be facing a lot of red items. So maybe the lightning is better. And our defense is Kraken, looking good. And so we know for a fact that Xander will have to switch, and he has a partner seal to do it. And then I don't think anybody else needs to switch in this map. If we have the money, we could switch Nina, but that's not necessary right now, so we're about to have a lot more money. Okay, so before we go too far, let's double check our skills here. We don't need any of this for this map. Should not need Rally Strength if we bring Rally Man. Swordbreaker, less useful because we do have the dual club on her. And she's on Wyvern, so she should not be counterattacking, so Stronger Post is the wrong option there. Do we need Shelter? We will on the next couple maps. Probably not this one. So we can just go for pure damage, pure area of attack. Would it help if Sophie could lunge? Probably. Oh, you know, we do actually need her to have shelter. I forgot, we do need a shelter unit at the top of the map. So that's good. Yeah, that should be all we need, because we shouldn't shelter after that. Okay, nothing's going to get us in trouble there. Can equip the Praxis, should be fine for the whole map. Rude +2, also good, thanks Bobama. Siegfried is all we need. We won't be using an axe. We're needing an axe for the final hallway after he switches. She has the Levin sword for no reason at all. There's nothing else to equip. That's not an illegal tome. Same is true for him. Is there anything to give our dear friend Sophie? Guess you would do better with the iron +2 than anybody else. And then it comes down to, I guess, healing. And we're going kind of station to station, so healing's not too concerning. 8 on the heal staff. It's probably fine. We probably have something in the convoy. Well, that's not useful. At that point, we can use Mend. I doubt we're going to get ourselves in trouble with that. Alright, so we can tonic up and go to town. So basically we'll have 3 taking units here. Can hold off on strength because I'm not so sure we need it. Shouldn't be any issues with skill. Not so sure about speed either. We'll definitely want 2 defense and at least 1 resistance. This is like bare minimum. This is table stakes. Probably will need to speed Silas up. No, he's gotten some levels recently that has helped with that. Alright, defense for you, resistance for you, HP for you. We have an energy drop we haven't sold yet. Maybe we'll just give that to Corin for the Scary Mary. See if someone's missing a threshold, I guess. Yes, more defense for the defense god. We have 7 gold bars. We don't need that many, so we can scrounge a little more money up from the couch cushions if we have to. Alright, let's start looking at our speed thresholds here. Alright, and we're going to change things up a little bit for this very special chapter. We don't need to bring Niles, but we do want to bring Percy. This is the first time we are using Percy all game, but Fortunate Son is too good of a skill to not bring for the final hallway. These guys have a pretty psychotic amount of crit. Our Corin really wants to keep that horse spirit on. She has 11 crit avoid naturally. She's got 5 extra crit avoid from the pair up, so she has kind of a natural 16 crit avoid. So we can bless her with the remaining 6 that she needs, basically, with Percy just standing next to her, or rather standing 2 spaces away from her. So that's just kind of an easy way out, right? That is 2 spaces, yes. And then we don't really need to bring Kaze anymore because we have Rallyman. Hiroyuki. We got a cool name on our Rallyman this time. That's nice. In terms of Felicia, we probably do want to bring her for defensive purposes. And I guess we'll see if we need to bring Izana. I think Izana is probably the person to drop for Rallyman by default. And the hang up here is, can we get Elise to double everybody with just a speed tonic? Because I don't want to rely on Rallyman having to speed her up, but it looks like we're not going to be able to double these guys with her identical speed to them. And these guys we will double immediately. So the question is, probably don't want to bring Nina, since Nina is essentially a win condition for cheesing the final chapter. She's our only pass user. So I think it's probably smarter to bring Izana and get that pair up, give her a speed tonic, and then she can double these guys and have a little bit better hit rate over here. Not really necessary per se, but get out of jail free card. More importantly is, do we want to bring Beruka or do we want to bring Kaze for pairing up with Silas? And he's got 33 speed, so he doubles these dudes. They don't have any, like... Oh, this guy has Darting Blow. Oh, you punk. Punk! But realistically, Silas is not really going to be facing combat with either of these two guys, because on the whatever turn we break this door down, we'll send Silas to go kill this maid, and then the next turn he should get entrapped, and then he'll be facing combat with these guys. These guys are pretty crazy. These are Loco Vatos, 46 attack. Pretty sizable, so we will need to rally him, and this is including our resistance tonic too. So may have to do some positioning maybe with the replica that we'll make to ensure that this is perfectly safe. He will not need to face all 3 of these guys because he will of course get guard gauge at some point unless he crits and kills, which could happen. But he's got soul too, so he's like well prepared to not eat it. So I'm not too worried about him. Do we equip our boy here? I guess we could. We have some idle items of note here for him. Sure. Bolt axe, that would be pretty funny with his 1 magic. You know, you're just going to pair up with somebody. Let's be realistic here. Mozu, of course, has no problems with speed. Xander is doubling everybody with his pair up, which is nice. The Berserkers, doubling the Berserkers doesn't really matter so much. But we can definitely do that for both of our hull units. So the question with Xander, though, is I don't know, and I'm certainly not going to put in the effort to figure it out if he's going to lose any speed going from Paladin to Hero. I would think he would gain speed, if anything. But again, absolutely not going to look that up, just going to buy a tonic. Although he will be getting rallied in that hallway. He will be rallied reliably. That is the one area of this map in which I am not concerned with missing a threshold, because he's going to get +4 to 4 stats. So that's actually not an issue. Jacob literally just here for inspiration and rally res. Rally res probably not even going to get used. Do you do rally res? Oh, you do. Wow, it took all game, but finally Jacob has been obviated. No longer required. Alright, so then the real hang-up here is we probably need to switch Remember Elf over to the person who's going to open the door, which we will have be her. +1 speed from Paladin to Hero, that's what I figured. And again, doesn't matter because the way that we're going to tackle this is like the obvious way, which is to put Xander here and put Corin here, and then we'll have a spot here and here that's safe. We'll just put Percy here, and then we'll put Rallyman here, and just rally every turn. Hit both of these two. They'll be juiced to the gills. So we'll probably just do a pair up. So we'll put Azura here and rally with a Rallyman, and then switch to Jacob for inspiration. And Gentilhomme, however it's pronounced. So we have our replica Sophie, which will just help us blockade certain areas if need be, and shepherd units from side to side. We'll try and do the, blow open this door and kill everyone in one round thing. Maybe we'll have to leave a mate or two alive. Biggest challenge on this map is just remembering what turn you're on and not getting popped by the hexing rod. Enfeebles, kind of whatever. Shouldn't result in any casualties if we get hit by it. Usually there will be some lower resistance target that's less important. Like we can just dump Percy out there, let Percy eat it. So yes, we should be good then. Get a speed tonic for Elise. Just for kicks, we do have the money to do that. And then double checking to make sure that Master Ninja Silas can in fact one round these guys if he needs to, if they choose to try and attack him. So he needs, 26 plus 24, so he needs a clean 50, which he has with Shuriken Fair to get him to 47, and then Elbow Room to get him to 50 on the dot. And he's got Weapon Triangle advantage too. So he should be good there, and then we can always try to rally strength him if need be, and that is easier when you've got a replica running around. So that should pay dividends there. So yeah, I think that is it. Obviously, no problems killing things here with our favorite little murderer. She'll be working at disadvantage on these guys. Does she have... Oh, but she can pair up, basically, and get what she needs. Profiteer is really not necessary at this point, given the amount of money we're about to make. Is there something better? Not really. Oh, do we have a lock touch unit? Should double check to make sure somebody has lock touch. Is that the one we just gave? Indeed it was. Yeah, I was kind of thinking Nina would be the lock touch unit, so Mozu can be that. She doesn't need another skill. Alright, so let's just get 2 tonics, and I think at that point we'll be good to go. And again, I guess I'll double check one more time to make sure that there's no effective weaponry that I am forgetting here. Oh yeah, these. What is your... This 2... I don't know, it might be better for that to go on Mozu, since she's going to be tanking the next 2 bosses, basically. Congratulations. The Bow Knight is getting the Draco shields. As it was intended. Sophie has shelter. That is critical. Down here, it's just anti-armor and beast killers. So no issues there. We'll kill those guys through the door. Guess we could have cooked for resistance to help him out, but he's not going to face that much jeopardy. I had to double check to make sure Charlotte could use a hand axe. Alright, so she will attack from there. And then we will have a replica ready. The replica can shelter her on this tile. Azura can dance. And then the other Sophie can shelter her from there. Someone else can pull her over and dance Sophie again, and she can escape. And that should be enough distance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, that guy's got a tomahawk. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if they're moved out of that position, they should be fine. And then we'll have the rest of the turn to kill everybody. Alright, I think that works. And if not, Sophie can absolutely take a hit from a tomahawk. Cannot make follow-up attacks, so no matter what, she's just gonna get nuked in the face. And it's kind of hard to see, but yeah, that spot is safe from the hexing rod. Cool. Alright. Now that we're 30 minutes into the stream, I gotta use the bathroom, so I'll be back. Alright, we're back. Vorminax, I changed the audio around a little bit. Did I mess it up? Is it worse now? I can't tell on my end. I notice in the recordings on the video on demands, a lot of the things that sound normal and good on my end do not sound nearly as good on that. So, hope I didn't make it worse in trying to fix that. Oh, last thing to check, we have the rescue on him. And he should have probably the freeze as well. Nah, he'll probably be rallying. Alright, I think we are good. Yeah, let's do it. Alright, let's not get crazy here. I think I've accidentally ended my turn with like 4 people in the line of fire there before. So I'm not to be trusted to do anything. Alright, so what staff are you on? You are on the freeze staff next. And freeze is not a problem. But we won't be breaking through until the next one, which is silence, which is even better. Alright, let's see how this goes. We will eat... We'll eat a staff here. That's fine. Let's just say Charlotte is... Charlotte is not mission critical here. More mic clippings now. Is it bearable? Is it to the point where it's ruined it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so shelter, dance, shelter, dance. That should work. Wait, did I break the door already? I did, right? Oh, I didn't. Moronic. It's fine? Okay. Good enough is what we aim for here. I almost began sheltering Charlotte without opening the door. That is probably a bad sign for the rest of the stream here. Alright. We have both of our shelter's uses. The door is open. We are sheltering. We are dancing. We are sheltering. And we are transferring. Singing. Alright, it's good there. And we're good. Alright. Let's do this instead. Cool. Alright, that should be good. And we are now officially on turn 4. Okay, so we definitely want to stay away from these guys. That was a bit of a blunder on my part. I should have started on turn 1 so we would still have silence active. Whoops. And so we're probably going to have to give this guy a target while protecting them. Yet again, I have overcomplicated my life. Well, we'll give a nice juicy target in Percy or something for the hexing rod. I don't think that they're gonna go for anything crazy here this turn. Or at least the one hexing rod. How do I, like, make that more obvious to myself? That I only want to eat one of those. And you guys have counter. Yes. You all have counter. Okay, and some of you guys have, you got the 2-range weapon. And you do too. Okay, you guys should be easy targets. And not an issue if we kill. Alright, my dude. You are here to serve as sacrifice. You also can serve as sacrifice. It's like, you're not gonna move. Strategist sacrifice also. Take your pick. Yeah, take your pick. But not Xander. Turn 5. So you got the Enfeeble, which we also don't want. Let's make sure we're all the way out. Alright, that should make it. Oh, she missed. I was going to say that never happens, but it's going to happen this time. I purposefully wait to get the Entrap / freeze combination for this reason. And it's never missed. I mean, thanks, that made it easier, but that's pretty funny. Alright, so this is kind of annoying that he's frozen. But again, it changes nothing. Let's take you off, separate you. These overlapping ranges are deeply annoying. There's like no good way to do this. Deeply annoying. Okay, let's try and do that again. And silence shouldn't matter here. Yeah, I agree with that. I feel like this is one of the few chapters that's literally just mean because the interface is not helpful. Like, I shouldn't have to concentrate so hard on these overlapping staff ranges, but I do, unfortunately. Alright, so yeah, let's help you out. And I guess let's burn a mend just to top you off, buddy. Alright, entrap me this time, huh? How about that? You have to be kidding me. Oh my god. I've played this game like 16 times. They've never missed a single one. Alright, so now we're back into Hexenrod territory, which isn't really an issue, I think. Because we still have our dude over here. And that spot is kind of blocked by the name of the spell. I can't rotate the camera like in Three Houses. So it would be... Yeah, I'm pretty sure that that's safe. Right? Yeah, that should be safe. We rallied. Right, we rallied. We rallied. Wow. Even with rally strength, huh? 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, we don't want to put anyone else anywhere near that. We'll wait our turn. We'll be patient. We'll kill through the door if we must. I've never been stuck in this room this long. This is hilarious. Alright, no one's in range, aside from our boy. It's just dodging everything. This man can't be hit. We didn't even give him the speed pair up. He's got the defense and strength pair up. Alright, we'll just, keep hammering at this door until we get what we need. Sure, why not? Alright, luck and defense. Good, great, perfect for our dancer or singer. Alright, yeah, this is a blast. We're having a great time. We're loving it. Oh, watch out. You've been entrapped now. Now you're in trouble. Been begging to be put over there for 10 minutes. Jesus. A lot of good it did, too. Alright, so we can kill you with a little bit of the rally speed. Bye! Thank you. What turn are we on? Turn 10. So this is 4, 8, 9, 10, so we're in freeze territory. Who cares? Who cares? Freeze him. Eh, whatever. Wow, going for Jacob. That's interesting. Okay. So I think we can move you here for now. And pair you up to get out of there. And staff-wise, oh, there is an enfeeble. But they don't have inevitable end, which is nice of them, I guess. And so we were on freeze, now we're on silence. I can see Xander maybe getting silenced there. And that should be safe. Should be no actual attack. Not Percy. Alright, so now we're on, what, turn 12? So this is the scary one. So I guess we'll just chill out here for a turn. Well, suppose we could... let's not risk it. Let's not let them get too creative here. .32 speed, still more than enough. Alright, so now you're back to freeze, hopefully. Oh, enfeeble. We should have someone weak for him to enfeeble. Alright, so I never remember if they actually attack this square or not, but we will be mindful and respectful of it regardless. So if you're there, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's perfect. And that's the guy who really gotta go. Really gotta go. And then you should be able to break the door from here also. Yeah, let's do that. So we have some turns to burn here. Oh, really? Really? Where's our other... Our other homeboy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's really as far as he needs to be able to go. Okay, you got 45 attack. No, you're not going to be able to one-shot him on your own. Let's see here. Alright, that should work. Turn 14. Yep. We'll be fine here. All these low resistance units coming in handy. $34. That should be a kill anyway. No chance of crit there. I feel like at that point, might as well do this. No chance of crits. Wow, almost one-shotting these dudes. You think I'm tough enough to do the left side? Have you seen me? I'm making the soy face the entire time I'm playing. I don't have it in me. I'm not that guy, as they say. I'm not that guy, pal. I am not that guy. Alright, so there's no reason to even attack this person, but... the bolt axe, I have to assume the bolt axe would just wreck this fool. Why am I trying to do that? You know, now we're just like styling on these people. Bolt axe, bolt axe. Styled on you. Speed, resistance, magic? Sure, okay. Wow, she finally gets trample. Well, we're done with Swordbreaker. Turn 15, who cares? Who cares? Yes. Oh no, not Rally Man! How? Oh my gosh, how will we ever handle this group of miscreants? My god, I hope that there's something we can do. We're about to have our dancer lose half her health. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Praxis, sure. You're not gonna like get so strong they won't attack you, are you? 35 resistance? No, these guys are strong. Keaton, take a hit. Let's not double bait with our friend here, even though I know that he can take it. Great. Another thing to sell. Oh, Keaton! You were taken from me too soon. I'm starting to get worried. Silas... Oh, thank God, he's going to finish with full health. I was momentarily concerned he might lose a hit point. That wasn't even the good Silas. This is the good Silas. Yeah, come and get me, please. Ruin my day. Yeah, I can imagine that would be of considerable value. Any item that can do effective damage aside from the Blessed Lance is gonna have an opportunity to shine, I would say. Ragnarok, 13 crit. Not gonna get the job done on this guy. Sorry to say. Cool. Alright, so... You know, at this point, I think we can take our Silas brothers. Probably dump this guy right here. And... guess we can break this wall at this point. And who's got the Entrap? Get rid of the mend and then have to use heal twice. This would be much worse if she had Entrap. Thank goodness she does not. Alright, this all looks fine. We'll begin the slog here momentarily. Turn 19, so what is that? 4, 8, 12, 16, 19. I don't think we want to mess with it so close. I think we probably do want Xander around. And probably have both of our shelter units free. Then in a couple turns we will begin the festivities with Hans. Turn 20. It's a scary turn. Alrighty, so, you know, given everything that's happened, 76% odds. We could rally skill, but honestly, it doesn't get that much harder. It doesn't get that much harder if I blow both of these and don't get him. I guess Enfeeble is pretty bad for trying to entrap. Well, we'll just bleed that off. $25 should be fine. Oh, we do have Izana, don't we? Somewhere. And he's not really required. Huzzahs are in order. So you just have counter magic, you have counter death blow, armored blow, certain blow, so you are not really a concern. I am surprised I'm not doubling you naturally. That's pretty interesting. Don't see that too often. Bye. Would be a shame if you lost your $5,000 axe. Bummer. Alright, so then I guess we can just begin the encroachment. Yeah. Feels pretty lame to go this slow. I don't normally go quite this slow. But it will feel good to win, I will say that. No, we want to stay there. We want to surprise and delight our enemies. Once again, Mosby bad, we have concrete proof. If the haters don't believe us now, then they never will. Oh, you know what? You know what? You know what? It's time. Yeah, time for Berserker! Time to face all this crit chance with Berserker. I'm getting a drink. All right, we're back. We have a gaming Coke to enhance our gaming abilities. It's a gaming Coke. It makes me better at the game. All right, we can rally, and I suppose... I mean, we don't really care about this. We probably want to increase attack more than anything. And we can do that a couple ways. Sure, cool, great. And we're still kind of centrally located to mess up any reinforcements that come our way. Yeah, it's real gaming Coke hours over here right now. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Are you too buff, sir? Are you too strong? You are too strong. I refuse to compromise on the extra attack. Come on, attack me. Yeah, get over here. The hardest part of the map still to come. It's not accidentally opening the door. These reinforcements only come when Hans's squad is aggroed. You go there before entrapping Hans, they won't spawn. Right. I suppose if you like hacked the game and just were able to leap straight into Iago's room, that you would have no issues. And those reinforcements would not spawn. Oh, really? Even with her here? That's annoying. Why do Americans call it Coke and Coca at the same time? Or Coca is just the company? I think the company name is Coca-Cola. But it's probably, you know, for tax reasons, named something else in reality. Alright. Oh, could I have gotten 3 more points damage? I could have gotten 2 from him. I don't think so. Yes, heal him all you would like. Will not be enough. Oh, right. I feel like most people know that at this point. I think most people know that. I think that this is a pretty commonly performed strategy, right? So who's got the Festal? Don't think I really need it, but we'll use it. We're running out of time to use it anyway. Oh yeah, honestly, I feel like not having the staff to entrap him is not a big deal. Oh, come on, really? 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 Okay, I didn't even rally. Attack me. But again, you know, I describe strategies as being easy and not easy, in part because I always use Mozu, right? And so if you're using Mozu, the threat level is always reduced by 25%. Because, okay, so what? Hans is now charging you, and he's got his bulky boys. Camilla has a hammer. Mozu will take out Hans in 1 round, and then surely everybody else can gang up on the other guy, right? I mean, this guy has counter, but not counter magic. So I feel like this group is fairly straightforward. They give you a nice defensive layout here, too. Like, you have a lot of ground that you can kind of backtrack through and kite them. It's pretty good strategically, I think. It's friendly to the player in that capacity. But again, doing these things without Mozu is a different story altogether. I probably could make this go a lot faster if I brought Corrin down here too, but I refuse. Can I get a crit, please? Well, not quite what I was hoping for there. And are you even going to attack me? I feel like you're not going to attack me. Hey now. Alright. So... that's that. And we'll put him here, I guess. And put you here. Sure. Honestly, would be nice if Entrap had better odds. I know it's an incredibly overpowered staff to begin with, but I still want it. I still want better odds. Oops, that's the wrong person. That would have been sure death. Too used to this guy looking a horse. Alright, there is the first piece of our puzzle. Whoa, Nova Scotia. I can take a guess at who that is. Thank you for the follow. Ultimately not an issue. Arises when you don't have two super tanks that can solo the entire initial squad. This is true. Since charging into the room makes it hard to stay out of Hansa's squad's range, and it's not trivial to open the door and run back in the same turn. Oh yeah, well I mean there's a reason that this has such a bad reputation, right? People definitely find this to be an insanely tricky thing to navigate. Oh man, really? Alright, so that should be fine. Xander can be frozen for eternity for all I care. So we'll pair you up. And we want our defensive horse spirit here. And we want Rallyman right there. And we want Jacob to become one with Rallyman. And then we want you to be ready to kill. Lastly, oh man, we want Percy up there too. What turn are we on? 39, so that should be fine. Yes. Yes. It is nearly time. Yeah, you know, I'm only 38 followers away from, what is it, affiliate? Closing in, watch out. Alright, so that's the squad right there. That is the team. And we can pair you two up. And might as well get you ready, because that's coming. And Elise, guess you can stay centrally located, as can you. Alright, defensively, I'm liking our odds. We have a lot of crit reduction right now. We have Horse Spirit. We have a 40 defense unit and a 39 defense unit before rallying, so I think the saying is, let's be legends. Will they even attack us? can't even rally them. These men are over-rallied. Let's do it! Certain amount of hours streamed over a duration. You need to meet an average... Well, I'm definitely not meeting the average viewer requirement. I'll say that much. But I have definitely streamed enough hours. This is like a 35-hour run that's been streamed in its entirety. Alright, you guys are doing kind of a lot of damage. You guys are a little spooky. So what we can do is rally you because you're close. And then rally you guys because you're near. And you don't have counter magic. So that should be fine. And you guys, I don't even know what you guys are doing here. You guys are just hanging out. Okay, end that. You should be good. Got the Praxis. Yeah, we should be good. This will be, what, 2 enemies? So Mozu and everyone else can kill those guys. Not a concern. I remain unconcerned. As Silas gets killed at the top, watch. Society guy, this is perfect. We live in a society. This is part of being in a society. Oh, I always forget that that free staff exists. You know, there's a reason we have given soul to Xander. There's a reason we've got, what, an extra 10 crit avoid or 15 crit avoid. Xander is essentially unkillable. Corrin is almost unkillable. I mean, Corrin doesn't have soul, so I guess it is possible that they could gang up on her, and if I forgot to heal her, she could die. But, you know, they're not going to crit, they're doing 3 damage. This is much scarier, but we're going to avoid half the attacks and soul the other half, so... Oh yeah, see that this room is so challenging simply because of the effective weaponry. That's really it. Well, and then I guess the crit. If you can't manage the crit, then obviously that's bad too. So, you know, at this point, even the hexing rod doesn't really matter. It's not coming into play, which is nice. We should be able to calamity gate this woman into the incinerator. Basically, Mozu is going to kill this boss. Speed only. Hello. Turbo time for sure. Let's do this. Well, no. Let's handle our business here first. So Camilla's got full health, so she can dual club this guy with no fear of reprisal. Nobody has like a spy Yumi or something that could mark her from across the wall. Yeah, average of 3 to 5 viewers. I will never have that. First played, you finished off the last Berserker with Elise and accidentally left her in range of the entrap made on the left. I think that we have all suffered at the hands of this vile woman, whose range must be marked at the first opportunity to avoid that very thing. During my first run, one of the generals killed my OPFE. Thought the final chapter was going to be easy since it was free on hard and the casual to classic buff didn't matter, so I didn't reset over it. That sure came back to bite me. Yeah. I did do Endgame legitimately the first time because I was playing on normal mode, and I was like, oh, this isn't too bad. And then I saw videos of what it looks like on Lunatic, and I was like, all right, this is bad. This is bad. So this guy's got Inspiration, and he just has what? Was this Pavis? Wary Fighter. So I don't think there's any harm in marking him with basically 1 hit. Mozu's still bad. Mozu is... we can't even discuss her at this point. Guess I should have rallied, huh? Although that wouldn't have rallied magic. So never mind. Let's just get this guy off the table entirely. And yeah, that's pretty much it. that is the very difficult map. Not difficult when you prepared all game for it. So just hang out here, I guess. We're just hanging out. The brave weapons, I guess, are pretty scary too, if you're actually taking damage. That's a kill. Sure. One day I think everyone will know the gospel of Mozu Bad. Literally nothing matters. Can do anything but entrap a bad unit. That's the only way to lose this map at this point. You lost all your units except Xander and Corrin, but that means you won? If Corrin's alive, it must mean you won, so, you know, it sounds like a victory to me. Yeah, we're doing some textbook sloppy play here right now. I mean, am I even looking at the numbers before I press confirm? No, not really. All right, I think it's time to gang up on this guy. He's just got Wary Fighter. Is someone not at level 20 yet? Malignite Elise. Of course. Our little cinnamon roll. Alright, so your range is kind of tough to see. Kind of tough to tell, but at the edge of her attack range, it should be fine. And then you are at that maid. So we'll go right up to the limit here. Yeah, I guess we should probably pair somebody up with Mozu here, huh? I had no idea what I was doing back then. I didn't have a built team either. Yeah, I mean, you only build the excellent team when you work backwards from knowing exactly what you need in the final chapters. Taking on Endgame with Normal Corrin, Flame Shuriken Felicia. Ooh, that's tough. Great Knight Effie. Great Knight Effie works great most of the game until then. Nyx, using Nyx at all is repug. It's cringe. Sniper Barrica, that's pretty funny. I like that. Yeah, that's pretty tough to win in that map. And of course, it's not like you could go back and redo it easily or save right before it. It's ridiculous. Xander is goated. Yeah, Xander's so far and away the best unit in this game. It's not even funny. Alright, so now we want to be a little careful. I mean, we can get entrapped. That's not an issue for Xander. Nothing is an issue for Xander. Unless it's the sinister turn 44 or 48, in which case it would be bad. Yeah, let's do it. What's the worst that can happen? You have 44 defense. Let's say you get hit by that. That's doing 1 point of damage to you. This guy's doing 1 point of damage to you. I think we want to send Xander on a little mission here. So what staff are you on? So 40, so long as it's not enfeeble. So 44 was Hexing Rod. We're on what, 46? So 44, 45, 46. Freeze, don't care. Don't care. Goodbye. Nice knowing you. He'll probably target someone else anyway. You know what? Actually, we have to get Percy. We have to get Percy off of her. Because Percy is the key. So let's actually transfer, switch, separate. Oops. See, I made that. I made it tougher by trying to help myself. Whole gang is here. Or as we like to say around here, friends. We're being friends together. Oh, you can't move, that's why. Alright. Alright, take me away. Send me on a ride. Oh, you're not gonna attack me? Again, because I have forgotten about chivalry, like always. Alright, so here's the thing. I guess we can just rally her from here. Surely we can blow up... Oh, come on, Elise. Come on. Can the bolt axe? Yes, the bolt axe can do the job. The bolt axe. Mark that guy so we don't screw ourselves up. Take a look at what we're dealing with here. That's an easy kill. So long as we don't get hit by 12% crit. That's with thanks Bobama. So again, Percy is the truth. And that's a 0% crit. I have 40 hit points. It's 25 attack. This is very dramatic murdering. I feel bad. This is the plot of the game. You become very edgy. You take out your aggression on the furries. You kill their entire people, and now we've set our sights on the Goths. And I don't support it. Like, I'm doing it because that's the game, but I don't support this. I would leave the Goths alone. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, sweetie. Thank you for your 5,000 gold. So, I can do this left side. I have done it several times. I have no interest in doing it now, and I will not be doing it. But I can tell you that in the past when I have done it, I've been able to be pretty stupid about it because these guys move so slow, these guys move faster. So if you just loop them around this direction, at some point around here, these losers will start to go home, and these idiots will keep chasing you. And so you can basically kill all of the faceless right here without any threat of comeuppance. And then you can go group up all your wyverns and bully into submission all of these guys with a bunch of savage blows. And it makes it nice and easy. And it does help if you've got, someone with a bolt axe that can take off like 40 health in one shot. So, yeah, anyway, we're basically done. So we're just going to open chests and get the heck out of here. I don't know, I'm a little worried about Xander, though. Let's see if he survives. Don't even know. I guess we'll give that to Mozu for next chapter. $5,000 gold. It's our favorite hobby, is collecting 5,000 gold. And we're done. We are rich. A nice, crisp 50 turns. Yeah, okay, so we killed a Goth. Great, I'm happy. Even if you don't prepare for specific chapters, you can still do reclassing to get the generally good skills like Elbow Room, Trample, Replicate, etc. This is true. I didn't do any of that either. So I just, before I started playing Lunatic for Conquest, I actually did a Lunatic run for Birthright. And I didn't reclass anybody outside of their normal skill tree. And that actually made the end of Birthright pretty challenging. Because, you know, we know how easy it is for Silas to fall off as just a paladin. And that's exactly what happened. So it was really tricky, even on Birthright in like chapters 23, 24, 25. So yeah, the Faceless will definitely walk all over the map to try and get you if you just bait them a little bit. So that's it. So we should have 2 quick chapters here to finish the game, if I do everything right. And let's hope I do, because I would like to finish this. And not just talk about how I could theoretically have finished it. Why are we feeding the fish? We have 7 gold bars. We have plenty of money. We don't need another gold bar. But we'll take it anyway. Fates hates contemporary cultures. Yeah, I don't like the message that Fate sends. It's true. Oh, the Stoneborn. Yeah, I think the Stoneborn will help even break down the walls. Or break down the door. There's something you can do. I forget what it is exactly. Something you can do that will that will aggro them through the door, and they will come get ya. As a Mexican, feeding dead person / fish is actually not weird to me. And yet Taco Bell is weird? I don't know. Some things I just don't understand. All right, so what do we build? What's our final building here? I don't know what any of these do. Dusk Dragon, that would look cool. This is our tribute to the Goths. A cool dragon. Awesome, they'll love it in their memory. And then we can cook. We'll cook for speed. I guess we'll cook for defense, because that's really the only option. So we don't really need to gamble. Ooh, fancy. That's pretty good. Females, well, Corn and Mozu are female. Alright, so let's get our house in order here. I think first things first. Building a Dusk Dragon should buff a non-ghost in Revelation. Agree. Yeah, we should not be paying tribute to the dragon god we're trying to kill. Alright, so what do we need here? I think we're fine for 27, just like that. I don't think we're going to bring Silas. Because Silas can kind of have a difficult time with that Berserker. If we brought Silas, I think we would absolutely have to bring the Bronze Knife, or whatever it's called. We'll see. We'll see about that. Jacob, we probably won't be bringing. Lock Touch, we no longer need. We will bring Spendthrift. And do we want Life and Death as well? I don't think we want Life and Death on this one, because we will actually face an enemy prior to facing the boss. So let's not do that. Shuriken Breaker at the cost of movement +1, probably not wise. She will surely 1v1 that ninja to death if she gets paired up with them. Rallies. That should be fine if we take her. Honestly, what Xander needs more than anything here is some hit rate in case he has to face the ninja. Maybe lunge. I could see lunge coming in handy on this one, frankly. If I could lunge the ninja, if he faces it, onto the tile next to the stairway, so I can attack the ninja from behind. Very sneaky. Trample defender for speed. Soul. I would never go without soul. Too good a skill. So I think that's probably fine. We'll see. We'll see who we pair Xander with here. I could see bringing Elise, and then that's probably it. That's all that really matters. Nina. We might bring Nina just as a pair up to buff some speed on some people. You don't bring Silas when to cancel you on Twitter for exposing me about Taco Bell. I mean, you can just say I'm lying. I mean, no one believes me anyway. So we're done with the Kodachi. Can sell that. Where are our new $5,000 weapons? Can sell our sword. Naginata. Can sell quite a few things here. Alright, Venge Naginata. Not gonna happen. However that's pronounced, not gonna happen. Bottle, fake weapon. It's bad, get it away from me. Excalibur, nobody can use it. Disrobing Gale, that's for perverts. We don't do that on this channel. The Bifrost, also, no S rank staff users. Candy Cane, fake news. Rainbow Tonic. I'm all for that, but no thanks. All right, Seraph and Energy Drops. So let's get our seals in order here. So Corrin as a Malignite is good for one chapter, and then I think we want to flip her to something else. We want to flip her to Wyvern Lord to give a little bit extra kick to what Mozu's going to do. Xander can go back to Paladin. Mozu should probably be Sniper, so she can go via that. Nina needs to be a Bow Knight, so I think that gets things mostly out of the way. The floss toothpick thingies, the thing you use in place of dental floss, toothpick on the other. Okay. All right. I mean, I don't disagree with you. I'm just curious why you're bringing it up now. I mean, I was gonna save that for the post game, but you know, I see you. I get it. Yeah, deeply horny game. This game, everyone who made this game needs to be bonked and sent straight to horny jail, in my opinion. All right, first of our many seals here. Paladin. It's so weird to have been to my last 100 gold at least 4 times and to now have 38,000 in the bank. They load you up. They got to give them credit. 27 and 28, they definitely give you everything you need to succeed. And I guess we want the vibe check. Again, in case we got to face the ninja and that gives us better hit rates. Which maybe it won't. And it's sniper time. And I think that we're at our strength cap with her. the whole, like, you're a paladin and so your entire butt is hanging out in every story scene. I don't follow how we got there. That seems like such an impossibly silly and weird decision. I mean, how do you recommend the game to people? I have plenty of coworkers with like really intelligent kids who would love a game like this, and I could absolutely not recommend this or Three Houses to them. I mean, just look at Manuela. You're going to tell your coworker that her kid should play a game with that going on? I don't think so. All right, Nina, it's almost your time to shine, girl. So you are in Bow Knights with movement +1. All right, so then the next question is, what can we, pardon me. I need more gaming coke. What can we give Mozu to enhance her survivability? So we'll give her that. She is at her strength cap, which is nice to see. I know what she needs. Women only want one thing, and it's disgusting. And of course, I'm talking about the crescent bow, which can never be purchased at discount. Ever. Alright, so vulnerary, I don't think you need any of this. Maybe you can take a shining bow, just in case. You have to attack at 1 range to do 1 damage. Crescent bow, very nice. Byleth is, I would say Byleth is fairly problematic. But it is silly to worry about what Byleth is showing off when Manuela is like right next to her. Okay. So we have Bow Knight Nina. We have probably want to have at least one type of seal for emergencies. So we've got like 1 heart seal. Let's do a partner. Let's do a friendship. We shouldn't need an arm scroll. Maybe we could buy a Draco shield. But Mozu's capped. Mozu's capped on defense, I think. Or on speed. Yeah, she's capped. She's capped. And you're not capped here. So let's buy her a Draco shield, because why not? We have plenty of other things we can sell if need be. And then we will certainly want to just give her everything in the next map. So let's just have that pre-purchased. Well, I don't know why I'm buying Resistance Tonic, but who cares? It's a free country. And we want to make sure that we do have like a rescue staff use left. Miguela, because Manuela is a way to call the hand that you use. Whoa. Yeah, I think that I think intelligent systems, instead of putting resources into making seasons to make the game feel like a real game, like snow in whatever would be their winter time. I mean, I'm making an assumption that whatever world this is has similar rules to our own, of course, but it would be nice. I think that would be a good touch to do that. Instead of putting money into that, they decided to put money into the booba physics. So yeah, I think that it has contaminated chat here. I think chat needs to be bonked and sent to horny jail. All right, so we do have our whatever. So let's take a look at speed, because speed is going to be the big deciding factor here. Do we do Invasion 2 and 3? Do we do it? I don't think we do it. I do think I'll save a separate save here, though. And I think I might do Siegfried's at a later time, just to see if I could have done it. Maybe I'll do that and then do 27 and 28, just to see if I could have pulled it off with the resources I had. All right, so if we're low manning this, which we absolutely are, who do we bring? We bring Mozu. Might also help to know 37 speed, Jesus. All right, so we need 35 to realistically do good work here. So I think that Xander's at 29 on his own. What can Nina do for him? And you don't have a tonic yet? Oh, beautiful. Okay, so I think that's probably the play. 35 should give him, you know, the ability to absolutely crush this dude. You just have quick draw. You would also get crushed. And then you, wow, you're pretty strong. You are pretty strong. Why are you that strong? Wow, so you would need 74 listed attack, or 74 attack, which we definitely do not have. So that would be a pretty grotesque matchup for him, because he would not one-shot that. What does Charlotte give him? Does Charlotte give him that much strength that he could one-shot that? Because I feel like I never have Xander pair up with, get paired up with that enemy. The way that this works is a bit of a mystery to me. And don't try and tell me, because I don't want to learn. So 58, and you've got trample. Yeah, that's still not enough. How weird. I mean, like, this guy couldn't kill me in one hit. Oh, he's got Vantage! Ooh. Ooh, that's bad. How has that never screwed me before? I've never thought about this guy. I feel like someone else always gets this guy. Alright. So I think the thing to do 8, 16. So I'm a little bit worried about 1v1 here too. I mean, at least he wouldn't get doubled. I don't think he'd be suffering any damage anyway. Okay. Let's ponder that in a bit. So Camilla. So I feel like Camilla and Xander is kind of like the winning combination in general, because we get the dual club, and we get the axe and like the hand axe for the ninja. Remember Alf, of course. We must remember that he's back in Pog form. Felicia for Malignite Corin. And then I could theoretically also burn a rescue. Maybe she should have the full rescue staff. Things get a little crazy. Boy, that would be just like me, though, to lose Xander. Because I didn't notice that the mage has Vantage. Very sneaky. How dare you, sir? How dare you? That's kind of crummy, too, because, I mean, if you can't kill this guy in one shot, you would kill this person. And then this guy attacks. He gets brought to, you know, near death. Although, yeah, I mean, I guess that's fine. As long as I have 100% hit rate, that should still be fine. So I will double him. But I don't know. It might be a job for the Javelin. Depending on the order I want to try and do it. Probably not. Alright, so what's the countermeasure here? Clearly Xander would need skill and luck if we're going to put him into this situation. And he can handle all the rest, theoretically. Alright, let's do our shopping list. So Xander, skill, luck, resistance, I guess, just for kicks. We have plenty of money. And we have 35. Wow, so we actually, with a speed tonic, double this guy. And if not for his insane resistance, we would be in pretty good shape against him. So I guess maybe we want to give ourselves the chance to use the Scary Mary. Right, which is 36 attack plus 5 from trample. And we have Heartseeker. So wait, what was that? 36 plus 5, so 41. Okay. So not quite. But if we can land a pretty successful counter hit, at least once, maybe with the bolt axe, then that should be fine to finish him off with. Okay, Corin will want speed, so she can double the ninja. Defensively, she's like pretty rock solid. She should be able to kill this guy no problem. Is it an issue with this guy? If you're doubling him, it shouldn't be because you have advantage. He has 21 resistance, which is kind of nutty. Fake Friends is like the strongest weapon we've got, right? So we would be at 51. So we'd be doing, yeah, we would kill him with like 30 to spare. But just in case, let's get magic. Let's get a magic tonic. And he doesn't have like some weird, like I counter you at one range, right? Odd shaped. What a butthole. And then this guy, like we have pretty good resistance. Guess we should get a resistance tonic just in case. We'll use Horse Spirit against him if we face him. We must remember he has Vantage. Then against this guy, yeah, we have our Scary Mary. Alright, so I think Corin is like pretty self-explanatory here. Who's a better pair-up? I guess probably Niles. Or do we want to do something a little more ambitious here? .39 speed. No, I think we want to guarantee that we can double that guy in case we have to enter into mortal combat. I know we can double him technically with the Crescent Bow. I guess that should be sufficient, right? The Crescent Bow is only 2 less damage, and our damage stack is insane. Alright, so the other thing is we want to make sure that we have, while we're thinking about it, some gold bars on the convoy. Wouldn't hurt to have a gold bar in Mozu's partner's backpack. So I've decided I don't want to do that. And instead, let's do, what does Silas do for us here? That gives us a clean 40, so a speed tonic would get us to double that. And then if we get 1v1'd against this guy, Silas can handle that easily. So I think that's the play. Although Mozu probably can too. What is even this have strength until unit attacks again? Yeah, we don't want to use the Crescent Bow unless we have to. So that's probably the play. Okay, so for Mozu, what do we want? Want speed tonic, unless we already gave one to her. Don't tell me we did. Excellent. Okay, we'll give her speed, and that's all she needs. She will annihilate anything else. This guy has 20 defense. Okay. We'll send him home in a body bag. And then the last team. This one's a little trickier. So I feel like there are issues with just deploying Camilla without worry. I kind of feel like maybe Camilla and Elise is the pair up, because Camilla against this guy is great. Camilla against this guy is great. Camilla should absolutely stomp this guy. if she can make the speed requirement. Please give her a point of speed. Of course not. Loser. But yeah, this is the problem. This guy has 22 crit, and that's just... getting crit is absolutely what she's going to do. And we could equip the brass or bronze lance or whatever, but it's just going to increase the damage she takes. This guy's 56 attack. That's pretty crazy. Now, the other thought is we do have a lightning tome. I clicked the button. So that guarantees us that we can double. This guy does have pretty high resistance, though. So we would have to do 28 damage to him. So that would require 49 attack. And we don't quite do that. So we'll be at 41, although we'll have advantage. 41 plus this is 46, plus this is 48. So that could work. I do feel kind of gross. About putting a flyer in, like, right in this guy's face. I would have to double check that to be sure. We could also combine the lightning tome that Corin currently has. That she's not got even equipped. That's probably the play. That gives us an extra 2. Because at that point, if that doesn't work, we'll be entrapped to here or here. If we're entrapped here, we would have 8 move. Or no, we would have 9 move, right? 9 move. Okay, so we could run away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, we could run away. We can always run away. So that's probably not too bad. Okay, so then for Elise, she has Heartseeker, which is good, but she always needs skill. Her luck is capped, God bless her soul. Elise with 28 defense. Am I seeing this right? Give her defense too, why not? Speed. And magic. Yeah. Alright, and then if we have money left over, we should probably just get an elixir for everybody. Get out of the way! Alright, so what we could do, let's go to the smithy. Yeah, I'll do Siegfried's for sure. The second challenge at this point won't be difficult at all. Third one's difficult, if only because I just so seldom do it. Alright, so we'll just do 1 single topaz. And I was right there, I could have just done it. And let's do it from Elise's side here. Lightning. Okay, what do we name this? What do we name this epic weapon? I feel like we have to name it. I don't know. It has to be something about the dental floss, right? Yeah. How do we describe the dental floss? Floss thingy? Sure. Let's call it that. There we go. It's beyond beauty. I wish we had more room. Do I need to get laundry? I can get laundry. Alright, I'm taking a laundry break. Laundry break. Everyone go do your laundry. Alright, we're back. The laundry is under control. Thank you for your concern, chat. Alright. So we'll buy... You know what, let's just go bonkers. Let's go wild. Go buck wild here. Why not? We have the money. We can still sell so many other weapons. Yeah, you could actually use both. Energy drop? Okay, sure. Let's go get another strength tonic. Alright. HP, strength, skill as if you need skill. Draco shield? It's between her and Elise. You got 51 HP, you got 33. Easy decision. Okay, Elise, Mozu, Corin, Xander. Did I just hoard stat boosters? Kind of. I originally hoarded stat boosters because I wasn't sure if I was going to need them on Silas for chapter 21, because Silas soloed the entire middle of the map. And then I was like, well, now I don't know who to give it to if I don't give it to Silas. And so I just kind of hung on to them, unsure if I was going to need them then later for Mozu in case Mozu didn't hit her caps. So I was kind of just holding on to it for this purpose. So now is the time. I'm using it at the perfect time. Alright, so these guys are getting low-key nutty with it. So we have HP, skill, speed, luck, defense, resistance. We need another strength. And you know what? We should actually get two. Two strengths. We already have 2 HP tonics. Get a skill tonic, speed tonic, luck tonic, because I'm not 100% convinced we aren't going to use Camilla in this chapter. This is like the easiest chapter, and I'm going to spend 15,000 gold just trying to ensure nothing goes sideways on me. Okay, so the most important thing for the end game is strength and speed, and HP. We have all of those. Defense also helps. Okay, we have one of each seal type. We have Nina in the class she needs to be in. Corin could be in this class and be just fine, but just in case, we have a heart seal, so we can give her a little bit more strength to give to Mozu. Mozu should be a sniper. Xander will need shelter, but he doesn't need shelter yet. Mozu's partner should have gold bars. She loves gold, as they said in the greatest film ever made, Austin Powers Goldmember. You know, we live in society. We live in society. And then you're coming over here and you're suggesting that pitfalls exist? Basically, we did our stat boosters. Everybody should be hitting their speed. Wait, who did I pair up Mozu with before? And it was... That's really unfortunate. They are absolutely going to get paired up with this guy. I would bet my life on it. But if that happens, we'll run. So we cannot be put any further away than right here. And we can survive that, I'm sure. Okay, so then once we get up here, we may want to take Elise's charge the phone so that we can attack without being crit back with Corrin and go home. Oh, you know what we forgot? God, I'm such a moron. Forgot elixirs. Yeah, my stream. Also, my internet stream. Very bad. Alright. So we can buy 3 of those. And I guess let's buy 2 of these. Why not? Alright, so I think that our checklist is complete. It's really just about remembering to equip skills next map. Everybody should be in their right place. We can get a little bit extra move. No, we don't even need extra move in the next map because we have Jacob. Jacob will provide extra move to Nina when they get paired up. So yeah, that should be good. That should be good. All right, so let's go do our pair-ups one last time. Equip those drinks. Then I think I'm going to go make another stream for myself. Oh, Dad's pudding. That would be another weapon name, I guess. There would be an apostrophe in there, though. Let's get rid of all you guys. Alright, so Elise, let's get an elixir for you. Xander, give you an elixir. I guess Mozu can also take one. And Felicia, well, we don't need to take one for Corrin specifically, I suppose. Alright, that's it. That's it. That's our team. And we'll save the crescent bow for the boss. Boss only has 28 speed. Everyone can double him if need be, naturally. Alright. P-break. And then we kill Garon. All right. Yes, it was an any percent complete completion peeing speedrun. And I was thinking as I was washing my hands in there, we're going to get to the next map. Obviously, it's not going to take nearly as long to finish that one because we don't have a choice in the matter. And I'm going to be one point of attack short of killing Takumi. And Vorminax is going to say, shouldn't have done that. I would be like, you got me. The whole run comes down to this fine detail at the very end. And I just like overlook 1 point of damage, which would be a fitting end for me. Alright, so the only real crit threat is this guy if you have to attack him at 1 range. The only person that would have to do that would be Camilla. She's not going to face him because Elise exists and should be able to handle him at 2 range, and if not, they'll fly away. And yeah, everyone else should be able to wax these guys, so let's do it. Let's just make sure we've got our rescue staff on Felicia. 2 rescue uses, Amend, Freeze, Bronze Dagger, that I guess Silas should probably have if worst comes to worst. Alright. It would be very, very funny. I hope I would be famous for that. I would hopefully have more than my 12 followers if I got to be known as the guy who had a perfect run going and then did like 24 damage to Takumi 3 times and got killed. That would be my deserved fate. Alright, let's see what happens. I wish I knew more about how this chapter works. Of course. As predicted. So I feel like that was kind of the worst it could have gone, which I guess is how it's designed. Right, so I'm not miscalculating this. This is like a surefire kill. So that part's done. Scary Mary. For real? For real? Man, I'm strong. That never goes that well. Alright, so then this is like the doubling special. Guaranteed victory here. Oof. Big oof. And then the challenge. So, as we thought, can't do anything there. I hope to God my button doesn't stick and kill me here. The floss thingy. Not quite enough, as feared. So close. So we're running. Because cowards live forever. Alright, so what's up with this? So you guys cannot possibly enter my room, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you have no ability to attack me here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That would take a 10 move unit. And none of you guys can do that. The problem, though, is I don't have lunge. So this person would need to die first. So I would have to do something like this with great confidence that I don't have. So, you know what we're going to do is we're going to kill this person. And we're going to run. We're going to run some more. We're going to keep on running until we're free. I guess at this point we might as well kill these people. I can't imagine that they would cause any problems for us. Mozu bad. Mozu bad. I should have named this chapter Mozu bad. Alright, so I'll tell you what. Bobby, we can go here. And we can take a drink. Oh yeah, that's a waste. Ooh. End turn. Why did I switch? We'll never know. Alright, so at this point, I think that we have it mostly in hand. Don't come into my room! So we can go here, and we will leave these guys on these stairs. And next turn we will strike. Now that everyone is successfully baited into my room. Oh, you guys are getting a little smart, huh? She says ego death. Ego death. It is better in Japanese. Alright, so like, you have no chance to crit me at all. So let's just get the party started right now. Right, you don't have some weird skill. Sure, you've got Savage Blow. Renewal. I guess maybe it doesn't make sense if you're just gonna renew it anyway. Although, if you get popped twice like that. Oh, but you're not really. No. No, let's preserve our health. And Alright. Now we gotta do the thing. Oh, we never gave the gold. Alright, so Xander first and foremost. Or... So that is a 2% chance of crit. Somebody will take that crit chance away by standing next to her, though, but I don't know who that would be. Let's see here. So this is what I was saying about the crit chance. So I think what we want to do here is... I think we want to Heartseeker this guy. But missing those would be pretty bad. But once I have gold bars, it shouldn't be an issue. Because the gold bars is what's going to keep Mozu alive and ensure that she absolutely wrecks this guy. Because this will be 21 damage times 4. So is it worth it to just... So here's the thing, I guess. As nice as it is to get +3 damage here, especially with 4 attacks, that's still only 12 damage. I think I would rather have Heartseeker applied and use this split up here to go into the convoy, get a gold bar, trade that to Silas, and then wait there. And yes, I know she dies if this turn does not end things here. Charge the phone is a victimless crime here, so we might as well apply Heartseeker and do that. Heartseeker MVP, right? He has no like weird skills. He's not gonna strike her down. I am the greatest king of all. Thank you for coming to my Zanga. You won't even hit me. Oh, that's violence against women, you jerk. Alright, so that's applied. And we still can get kind of the best of all worlds. We still have that 2% crit, which I'm not crazy about. Alright, so then at this point, we can face tank here. This will hopefully reduce the crit chance to nothing for Mozu, but we'll switch over to the gold, so it'll matter a lot less too. So 97% odds. This is feeling pretty well in hand at this point. Yeah, there should be a surprise here. He's just kind of a joke, frankly. And as has been the case with all of these streams, I'm, like, of course, making it harder on myself than I have to. Like, imagine forgetting the gold bars for Spendthrift Mozu. Alright, so we have the Crescent Bow here. Now our crit chance is nothing. Now it doesn't even matter if we get the gold bars out, because we're going to take 26 away. He's only got 23, so that'll do it. That'll do it. So we're almost at the very end here. Oh, that feels good. You know what that makes me think? Hell yeah. Go off, queen. Impossible. That's what you get for blogging like a teenage girl. Quit mixing up your caps and lowercase. It's messed up. Rest in peace, father. Okay, let's see what we forgot. Let's see what we forgot. We're going to remember to put life and death on Mozu, I'll tell you that. Thank God it's not showing her essentially bare butt. Alright, it's showtime. So first things first, we can get rid of Percy. And I think we can get rid of Keaton. The worst unit defeated Garon. Can you believe it? Cats and dogs are friends now. The world is upside down. It's crazy. Alright, so what are we doing here? What are we doing? We're breaking glass, and we're pulling out our sexiest bench player. God, this man is wonderful. You're back on the team, pal. We shouldn't need any of these other people, right? Kaze's just a rally speed guy. So is Shigure. We don't need rally speed. We can rally luck. That'll help. And then I think that's probably okay. Okay, so we're cheesing this. We're cheesing this. So I think at this point, I hate how close fight is to view map. I feel like I'm going to do that on accident. We have this guy pairing up with that lady. She's got pass. She has 10 move. Before we forget, we give that guy his rescue staff. Only we select it from the right area. There you go, big guy. There it is. So there's the rescue staff. They don't need to be buffed in any way. They only need to get to, what, this tile, I think? So they can be, like, kind of far back. Right? Okay. So they go to this tile. She has 10 move with pass. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. She doesn't even need the full thing. In fact, it's worse to use all 10. She just uses rescue on Homegirl. Homegirl appears here. Homegirl needs to be outwardly facing Korin with Mozu backpack. And then Mozu and Korin don't need to go 10. They only need to go 9 because of Mozu attacking at 2 range. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then we have our 1v1 for the title. Vengeance, kind of scary. Not going to lie. I don't even know what this is. Bold stance. That's cheating. First off, that's cheating. That's a bad way to welcome a guest. So Mozu does every drug in the book. She loves drugs. She's jacked. She's not going to take no for an answer here. And then we equip some skills. Movement, no longer a concern for you. Life and death, the only concern. Profiteer, no need for money. Shuriken Breaker, he's not using those. No need to rally anyone. You're the one getting rallied. So, yeah, I think that's pretty much that. Life and death, spendthrift, check, check. Yeah. Takumi is as broken as those units are in Awakening. Okay, and so then the situation here is that Mozu... I don't think Mozu can... Well... Yeah, so we need to get here with Nina. We need to get here with Korin. And we need to get there first with Azura. And Azura did not get boots, so Azura is a little challenged in making up that ground. So I think you actually need to go there. That's the only place you can be that will let you dance here. And then any number of homeboys here. We have many homeboys on this team. We'll run down to this spot and shelter. And then someone else will run down. In fact, Silas, you've done great. Take a break. Let's just make sure we've got like 9 movement Kaze here in place of you. So yes, this unit will run down and shelter here. We'll send Kaze here to pull Azura back. And then at some point we will send again the outwardly facing Korin to this spot. So we'll have Azura here. We'll have one more unit run down over here. That can be Camilla. Doesn't matter. It can be anyone. And then Sing Korin. So Korin has an active turn. We'll run Nina down here. We'll rescue. Then we'll run from here to here and end it. So I think that should be good. So we have shelter here, just in case things go totally sideways on us. We will shelter here as well. And it doesn't matter where Mozu is, so long as Mozu gets hit by every rally in the book. So Rally Man can go there, freeing Elise to also offer some assistance. So you're good there. Rally Man already has speed. You're doing luck. And then where's Laslow? Laslow's there. Let's put him there so all our rally people are in a row. And let's remember to not rally skill here. Oh good, we don't even have the option. That would be the Brad play, to forget that we don't want to rally skill there and be like, oh, let's help her out. Again, the person who needs no skill at all. I would do that. And then I guess you should go there so that we can send you over here to pair from this side. Okay. Life and death, spendthrift. What are we missing? You know what we're missing. We want all the golds in the convoy. And we can do that now because Korin's not attacking. Gold bars everywhere. No option to mess this up. Elixir, no longer needed. Thank you for your service. You get a gold bar. We're gold bar rich right now. Okay. So between rally strength, between rally luck, which shouldn't do anything, between this weird sexual rally, that should all get me where I need to go. We shouldn't need any other rallies because this really just comes down to speed and attack. So she does need to quadruple him. He's got 30 speed. We have 36 natural speed. That's even before the pair up. So I think that we are good. Most important, you can reach that spot. You can reach that spot. Our shelterer can reach right next to you. We have Xander who can go and do something similar, as well as Kaze. Okay, we must not blow this. We must not blow this. We did our tonics, we did our stat boosters, we have life and death, and we have spendthrift. It would also be a very me move to have profiteer and think that I have spendthrift. So no, it is verified. We have gold bars, we have rally man, we have a shelter bot, we have Bow Knight Nina, we have enough speed. So the last thing to do, I think, is to transform into a beautiful Wyvern Lord. That's still going to be 9 move. That's all we need. Heck yeah, Wyvern Lord. Let's do it. That should give her, I don't know, maybe a point or 2 of strength. It's plus magic Corrin, so I think that's like plus 3 strength by default for the class. Alright, do we be Legends? I think we be Legends. I know, I thought long and hard about that, and I was like, please tell me that I have an A support with Camilla so that I could flip over that direction with the Friendship Seal. This seems as thought out as it could be. Quick draw, bow fair. Yep. All I gotta do is convince myself to press the button now. Alright, let's just count one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Cool. Alright, please work. Please work. I wish I could save. Let's fight. We have the gold. We have the gold bars. Let's fight. Alright, first order of business. It's the rally team. Do not leave without rallying. Rally, rally, rally. That's it. No skill to rally. You're up to 49 listed attack, you maniac. And then that's Corrin. She's got the 9 move. We're locked in. Okay. Now Nina goes down over here. You've got your rescue staff. And we move right there. You are still the outward-facing unit. Yes. We can then sing for you. Then we go, and it stutters. The game stutters as I do this. We shelter. Then we go here. We still have Corrin outward facing. And we wait. We wait. We wait. It's no big deal. We wait. Then we transfer Azra to us. Yes. And then we wait. It's no big deal. We wait. Then we fly over here and we transfer Azra. And this time we don't wait. We switch. And we don't sing the wrong person. We sing you. Then we roll all the way down here. We ignore our 10 move. We opt for 9. We switch. We staff. We rescue. The rescue breaks. We don't care. We have other friends. We switch. We have a gold bar. We look at the crescent bow. We look at the damage we're facing. 28 times 4. 3 times 28 is more than 75. We click the button, knowing that Vengeance can't quite get us. I don't think Vengeance can get us. Oh, we're vaguely threatened. Spendthrift. Bam. Vengeance? He doesn't even have the decency to hit us with Vengeance. Now, something you guys probably don't know. And this is good. Maybe you'll learn something here too. You know, I know quite a bit about this game. I think most of the things that I know, a lot of other people know. But I do know that there is a hidden FMV in this game that only triggers if you use Mozu to kill Takumi, and only if you use the Crescent Bow. Not everyone sees this. So I think we should just roll the FMV. I don't know what you guys think. Let's just do it. Yeah, let's roll the FMV. This is the hidden FMV. Let's see how it looks. Wow. So Intelligent Systems. They really went all out on this. So I guess that was the first attack with Mozu. Wow, he's really selling it. Like, that's the second attack. Okay. She still got... What? I guess the third one is what kills. Ooh, there it is. Oh, it's over. It's over. Oh, man. Oh, he ate it. He ate it so bad. I'm so glad they put that in the game. I'm so glad they put that in the game. That's so good. Probably also worth noting that is good bone crushing. Takumi, I'm not stupid. I'm smarter than you. Very nice, for sure. It's been turbo time for a while. And we did the best at it. I think that's pretty much all we can say.
This is my boomstick.
Boomstick Mozu, worst unit in the game. I don't know. I'm having a difficulty trying to reconcile that. If I had to rate Takumi's performance here, probably. Is Takumi the last thought he's probably having right here? Yeah, probably about right. And then if I had to, like, I guess recreate how this all went down, it would probably look something like this. Basically, Mozu right there, completely encapsulated. Lastly, it's over. It's over. All right. So I'm sure the audio was kind of bad there, but I think it proved the point. We dominated the pineapple. He's cut in half. He's dead on the floor. We killed it. We crushed it. That's a perfect Iron Man. It's over. Yes, I should have absolutely married the child killer. I think we've all seen that before. Uh-oh, it's booba time. That's not any better in Japanese. Yeah, pineapple on pizza is officially canceled. Yeah, critting Takumi is pretty tough to do. In fact, I don't know that it's possible. Just in time. Can you? How do you... What crit amount do you need? I didn't look at his luck. I figure if you use a killer weapon, you probably could get like a 5% on him or something. But I just assumed that would be... I don't know. I never see people trying to kill him with a crit. I see people trying to kill him with a Dragon Fang, because that can proc easily. Or more easily, I guess. With you to guide my hand. He's speaking, of course, to Mozu. I'm just going to savor this. Normally what I do is I just press start, just like I do with the rest of the story. But I'm going to try and enjoy that. Enjoy the MVPs, see how often it was Mozu. Thank you. That's pretty funny. Yeah, I have I've done this a few times, and I've never seen a crit chance, so it's never really entered my mind as a possibility that could backfire on me. I have had him proc Vengeance before, and I know that I do need to have like the HP tonic and the defense to survive it. Well, Society Guy, you were there in the darkest hour. You were there as I went from Dead Run 3 to Dead Run 8. And I kept saying, I swear I can beat this game. And you probably felt like that was absolutely a lie. But hopefully With the power of floss, you've seen that even I can beat a game like this. Mozu just got lucky. It's true. Mozu makes her own luck with her, what, like 32 luck stat or something. Something obscene. Approximating Elise. Nice to see how useful Odin was for several chapters there. Good reminder. And we definitely made chapter 11 harder by not bringing Odin. That was, I think, where the run was at its absolute shakiest. 10 was pretty good, aside from the obscene hit rates I faced. Well, the hit rates were good. The obscene performance I faced. And then 11 was real shaky because I didn't play well and I didn't have Odin to kind of cover up for that. Mozu shot the guy with a handgun. Didn't you see it in the FMV? Come on now. You saw it right there in front of your eyes. You gotta believe what you see, don't you? Odin good. I need to like do a run where I actually put all the spirit dust into Odin and see what I can do. Because my problem with Odin is, I don't know, maybe I'm just really unlucky with his speed, but it does seem like he has perilously low speed. Like, everyone else will be up at 15 and he'll be at 9 still. And he'll be at like level 14 and they're at 12 or 13. Like, he'll be lagging pretty bad. He'll be the only person on the team getting doubled, and I will forget that, and I'll just say, oh yeah, he can tank that, and then he gets doubled and killed. Nosferatu can only do so much. I know. Vorminax, I would think that 100%. But Zoran, he says Odin's great, and I see him using Odin greatly, and the numbers look good when he's using Odin. So I'm like, just maybe after level 14, he just is programmed to just proc magic every time he levels up. I've never seen that. That has never worked for me. And, I don't really want to burn seals in order to get him over to Samurai for anything more than Vantage. Because it seems like that's the cure, of course, is to get him like 5-10 levels as Samurai, maybe. But even then, I don't see it. So maybe the thing is I need to take a baby step. And I need to just put that effort into Ophelia one time. Get used to actually paying attention to Vantage Sorcerer. And then see if I like it enough to try it with Odin earlier in the game. Odin definitely good. Oh, I can use this opportunity. You guys who were in chat a few days ago probably remember that I said, oh, I have a Fire Emblem thing that I'm getting in the mail, and it's not what you think. I did get it. Are you sneaking behind me? Oh my gosh. What are you doing back there? I did get it in the mail, and it'll be, of course, very difficult to see. But, I am a Ligma male, and I do have a fight stick. I actually have a couple fight sticks. I have my, cheapo 8-bit dough here. But this is like what I use for wireless fighting games when I'm on the couch. I have a wired Mayflash F500 that I use at my desk, which is where I am now. And so, if you have a fighting stick, you need to have custom artwork. So I am very uncreative, and so I just decided to do the Fire Emblem Fates art book thing, which of course, it's not going to show up well at all here. But we have based Odin Dark here at the bottom corner. And it turned out pretty well, so I got to install that this weekend, now that I'll not be streaming 24 hours a day. But yeah, it turned out pretty well. Did that through Focus Attack like many others do. Gets like laser cut, makes for a pretty easy installation. Zoran, it's tough to describe Zoran in any continuum. Zoran is like the goat of goats. I would love for him to do an Iron Man. I would love to see the strategies that he comes up with. That guy is like his knowledge is inside and out for this game. I like his Three Houses videos, but I don't think I've ever watched an entire one all the way through. But I watch every Conquest video. Did we legit never attack with Felicia? She had the Flame Shuriken the entire game, almost, and didn't attack a single time. That sounds like me. Yeah, Zoran is the Giga Chad that Giga Chads look up to. Yeah, no combat for Nyx. The Three Houses ones are good. Like, those are good videos. But I don't know. There's not as much strategy to Three Houses, and in fact, I think a lot of the videos that he posts for Three Houses is like just an incredibly efficient grinding technique, which I'm not particularly interested in. Whereas here in Conquest, he says so much more of interest. So much more of interest. Like he's like the one who opens a lot of people's eyes. I remember I saw kind of recently on like the Game Facts board for Conquest, which I honestly try to avoid. You know, they were doing the usual Mozu bad discussion, and someone posted the video of Mozu doing pretty heavy work on Chapter 24. And someone was like, well, you know, this guy doesn't think Mozu's bad. And they were just like, well, who is this guy? We don't care what his opinion is. And I'm like, this is our liege. This is royalty. You treat him with respect. Yeah, his videos are just, I don't know, so expertly done. It's tough to not be drawn in. And it speaks to how good the game is, too. Because he just has so much that he can discuss. Yeah, I think, so Vorminax, I think you got to do an Iron Man run with some insane twist. No staves seems to be kind of a go-to move. That would be pretty tough in an Iron Man setting, not gonna lie. I guess in part because it would be tough to get like Amaterasu early, unless you did that with Felicia, maybe, or Jacob. Yeah, Iron Mans are kind of like antithetical, I think, to what you're looking for, right? Because in an Iron Man, you are trying to make the construct as easy for yourself as possible. Like, you set the parameter, and then you're just like, the only goal is to survive, and I will take whatever shortcut I can in order to ensure that. So like this map, obviously the last map, we did no combat aside from the last attack. So yeah, we're kind of working from opposite ends because I'm just trying to find every cheap tactic that works. But I gotta work my way to Awakening. I actually have never even beaten that game on hard, because I only played it once and I just did it on normal. So I gotta see how the other half lives with a Lunatic Plus run at some point. Wow, he didn't fight with Sophie either. Sophie was like major utility. Replicate Sophie definitely came in handy. Being able to just shelter 2 times in one turn with 1 unit. Can't beat that. Awakening run next. I don't know. I need to discuss with my significant other how much time and effort I should spend on streaming. Because it's fun. I do enjoy it. But I have so many other things that I need to do and would like to do with her. And this doesn't really fold her into things. And she would not want to participate, I don't think, in a stream. So I think that's probably not going to happen. I think the next thing I'm going to do is probably Final Fantasy VII related. Probably not going to stream that, but I want to replay Crisis Core. because I haven't done that since like 2009, maybe. I've forgotten all the weird details about that, and then I want to do the remaster, which I've owned for a year, and just never got around to. Chill with the homies. I'm gonna tell her that next time. Listen, girl, I'm just trying to chill with the homies. Yeah, I don't know what I would do for Lunatic Plus. Because I feel like I would probably want to have beaten Lunatic a few times in order to even begin approaching that. Because I don't really know the full gamut of options available to me. Like, and I don't even know basic things like when to best do child paralogs and that kind of thing. Oh, I remember Shura almost dying in 2 battles. That was a prized memory of mine. He did disarm a trap, so that was pretty clutch. Couldn't have done it without you. We're going to go from all of these people who have like 4 battles, 5 battles, straight to people who have like 315. Yeah, I'll probably do at some point, maybe, I don't know, maybe next year. I'll probably do maybe a couple hard runs to prep for Lunatic, and then maybe do a few of those before Lunatic Plus. Oh, really? Nothing from Lunatic at all? I guess, you know, if you've played Lunatic a bunch of times, you're not even getting the benefit of the additional game knowledge. Because, like, when I replay Conquest, I learned different things until the last few times, which I just stopped learning. Maybe that's not related to the situation. Maybe I'm just no longer capable of learning. But I have so much game knowledge to learn over there. I do know that one option that you can really spam seems to be rescue staves, because you have the option to buy them, which is like a very different way of thinking for me here, because like here they are prized, they are precious. You know, I burned one to ensure that chapter 25 was safe, and we burned the second one here in Endgame. And those other 2 I would rather chew glass than have used for a bad reason. But over there, it's like you can send someone into battle and then just yank them back. It's pretty nice. Yeah, so I guess another question is, isn't there a super difficult DLC called like Apotheosis or something? I'd be curious if that was something that you have ever attempted without staves or something along those lines. That feels like a grind fest. Like that would just require some intense grinding in order to get all the other items and stats you would need. Arthur returned to his true calling, justice. That's the best ending in the whole game. Pretty nice that we let Azura fight twice. Yeah, I've seen a couple Apotheosis playthroughs that were just like really, it's really strict. I was surprised you have like 10 turn limits per round, or maybe that's just the hard version of it or something, but it didn't look like a treat. For justice! Ha ha ha! 192 battles. Pretty good. I think Keaton's battle... Oh, no, Keaton did fight when I almost got him lunged into trouble. I do remember that. So our 2 close calls were moving Corrin and allowing a potential lunge to get to Keaton with the Paladins on Percy's Paralog. And then when Sax raided me with 6 people and I was like, and then just made like 4 misplays in a row, and Kaze almost died. And it's pretty nice because both of those units were really not important. So we could have lost both and still easily completed the Iron Man. But we got lucky that Xander hit both of his like 90% attacks, and that Kaze didn't get hit by 260s. Records show his wife, Charlotte, was a caring spouse and mother. Look at that overrun there. That's sloppy, IS. That's sloppy work. I still feel guilty about this. Look at that win rate. 189 victories, 226 battles. That's a job well done, Mozu. Absolute queen. Dang. Silas. Silas really, along with Xander, absolutely carried the run in the second half. I know Mozu killed everything she aimed her bow at, but Silas and Xander are the ones who really made it brainless. Just basically ensured victory. Like, I never felt like we were going to lose the run at any point after we got Silas to Master Ninja. Even if I was not paying attention, I felt like he was just so much of a Swiss Army knife that he would just adapt to whatever situation. I could have left him in front of 15 people and he just would have killed them all. It makes it really, really nice when you know, well, he'll probably proc soul. He has high defense, he has high resistance, he avoids, plenty of attacks, he doubles everybody, he fills his guard gauge. Just really a choice unit. I strongly recommend Master Ninja Silas to anybody who is interested in such a thing. So that's that. I don't know what this is. Can I just say okay? Yeah, I don't know what this is. I don't get it. Only time really playing it was the easy route a couple of times with staffless team. It's not really a fun chapter. It definitely does not look fun. Starts easy, every wave gets harder, makes it super tedious to play. All enemies have Omega stats and Dragon Skin. They have Dragon Skin too. Takes a long time to get through the waves. My loop was no-braining through the first 3 waves and then dying to wave 4 and then no-braining through the first 3 again. See, you needed like mid-chapter save. that would have helped you out if they could pull in that new mystery concept. Harder Out has the same problem, something for which I would need to specifically set up. I really don't have much of an interest to spend however many hours building a team for just one map. Yeah, I agree. I think that looks to me like a 100-hour prep. For a map I don't find that fun due to the beginning being so easy. Yeah. No, it looked awful. It looked like just a reason for DLC. Like they wanted to give you DLC shortcuts to make that easier, and also sold it to you as DLC, which is pretty crazy. All right, so that's that. That's a perfect run. So maybe what I will do is certainly not tonight. 32 hours. That's not too bad. You can see I did a 21-hour run. So Vorminax, when I said I was playing really slow, I said I was playing like half speed. There you go. Like 21 hours at chapter 25. It's pretty snappy. And I've deleted so many other saves over time that were faster than that even. I think my fastest was 22 hours for the full game. This is my girlfriend's. 108 hours. She liked to battle, clearly. So yeah, that's it. So I think I might be back later this week, probably maybe Friday, Saturday. I'll see about doing Siegfried's chapter. We'll see if the team composition as is like good enough to get by it. Maybe we can beat it without dying. And I guess we will probably give Invasion 2 a shot as well. That'll be easy. And then I guess if we can beat Siegfried, we'll try Invasion 3. And then I think that'll do. That'll do it for this game. Yeah, 108 hours. Yeah, completionist. She took every grinding opportunity. I was like, let's move on. Let's move on. But yeah, she likes to battle. That's part of the reason I think that she really liked Birthright compared to Three Houses, because there's just not much battling that's happening in Three Houses. If you're using the monastery at all, you're just constantly doing other things, which is pretty boring. But yeah, perfect Iron Man successful. I'm thrilled to have that out into the world. Probably dump the successful run onto YouTube at some point. I can keep it delisted if you guys would not like your chat to be public like that on a YouTube page. But frankly, who's going to see it? Um, but yeah, thank you guys for hanging out. I'll see some of you guys maybe Friday or Saturday. And until then, stay cool and take care. See you guys.